Alright, I have no idea how much this is delayed. It might be a little bit, but I am so grateful that it's finally streaming live. I appreciate those of you who are watching. I am working on December daily again, and I'm really excited to be able to spend just a little bit of time on my birthday scrapbooking with some of my favorite people. I need to turn off my own volume there so I'm not hearing my own broadcast. I also just really wanted to try out this YouTube live thing, and I'm figuring out on the fly. I have to press buttons in multiple places. But I wanted to test it out and get a chance to scrapbook. So I am heading back to that page 7 that I had skipped over because I didn't have the right size photo. I do have this photo here of our Elf on the Shelf, Zara. And I've already pulled some cards to get started, and I'm going to put my little number 7 on there. This one I think is going to end up being pretty simple. The 7 might go pretty close to the center. You can hardly see that though, so I might do something a little different here. I got a little bit of time to myself this afternoon. Emily had another birthday party to go to. I don't know about that. The whites are not the same color. So Steve took her to that, and I get a little bit of time to create myself. So, always struggling with these numbers, and this is where I feel like I need some additional embellishments or something. You know, it's interesting when you get like towards the end of a kit, and I'm like, I would say I'm like halfway through. I'm like, ooh, I might want some other things. Don't like that. I need something like round to stick it on. Okay, maybe we might do. Maybe it's like that. That's not too bad. And again, if you've not been to one of these previous ones, I don't like to journal live. I will stick the card in there, and I promise my journaling will get done. On this one, I am just really kind of enjoying the design flow and keeping things going. Erin says a card kit has just exploded all over her desk. It's so awesome that you got time to create this weekend, Erin. I don't know what exactly it is this year. It's, I think, a combination of factors. I'm definitely feeling the creative flow. Things seem to be going well. I think it's just a combination of so many different factors. This particular project is so compact. It fits on my desk. It's just super convenient. We've got the practices that I'm doing on a daily basis to support my own, sanity, peace of mind, my own focus, clarity. So we've got morning pages on many mornings. I'm still not yet to daily, but I hope to get there. And still kind of adjusting my schedule around working on morning pages. I'm doing my memory planner in the evening. I'm caught up with that. I really, really like that process. Using my Inkwell Press Planner, and I'm even already got a creative hub going in the back for my scrapbook projects, and another page here for the videos that I'm making. So this just feels just really good, and I'm really liking also this tracker page with the little hexagons. It's really fun. So things just are going well. I certainly had ups and downs, but I'm just feeling good and excited to find more flow in my own creativity this year. Trying to listen to some of my own wisdom more as well. That tends to help. Sometimes it's easier to share some things than it is to follow along, but I'm really trying to kind of follow along and use your momentum to keep me going as well. That's a tight one, but I got it in. Nice. All right. Yes, this is definitely keeping everything super, super simple. Page 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. What do I want to do? I'm trying to remember which of these came first. We went to this like Christmas light thing at this retreat center in the country. That was fun. These were, like, I really think these photos are one story. So, find a, my 4x6s. I think I want, like, this would go well together, because this story is just about the fun time that Emily and I had during the holiday season. Did you want to put a number 12 on there? Could go maybe just right there. I think that'd probably be fine. Where do I want to put it? I think I might get frustrated. I like how it looks down there, but I think I might get frustrated and I'm going to end up writing my journaling if I put it there. Oh well. Who cares if I get frustrated? If I do, I do. Ooh, I'm kind of thinking I want one of these word strips here. I think that might be cute. Let it shine. That's a good one. I already have that one. This one's already cut out. And that just might be a good addition right here. Erin is almost done with her December daily. It's your first time. Congratulations. That's so awesome. This is such a fun project. I find that when I really engage with it, that it helps me like feel more connected to the holiday season, because there's just always so much going on, so many expectations and obligations, and it really helps me feel connected to it. And in previous years, I've really tried to finish during December, but it just didn't work out for me this year. But I'm finding that holiday spirit carrying over, and it's also contributing to Alright, so I think the stream is coming back now. I don't know what exactly happened if I clicked something, but my streaming software seemed to have disappeared. So hopefully everything is good now, but let me know in the comments if you're having any troubles. I think it's pretty close to caught up as well. Got a comment here. Awesome. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me. I see there's 11 of you here. It's so terrific. You know, I'm finding that I just really enjoy the accountability of just knowing that I'm creating along with you guys. As an obliger, it seems to really. Alright guys, I think I'm back now. I just restarted my computer. I think it was just tired. I'm having some issues. I have a MacBook Air and it has a very tiny hard drive, and I've been really struggling with that recently. My new giant 4 terabyte external has helped, but sometimes with all the video stuff that I've been doing, it's just getting a little creaky, and I would love to buy a new computer at some point this year. That's one of my goals. Something that has just a little bit more power and a little bit more space. Because it's often like the temporary files that happen when you're recording something that just fill up the hard drive, and I think that's why it kept crashing. Thank you for all of the birthday wishes. Jumping back in here while my computer was restarting, I did go ahead and add this photo in here. I added a little tiny star sequin. I pulled out my little bin of stuff here and put the 13 right on there. So just really simple. And I'll hold that up a little closer to the camera so you can see the end result. So just to get that going. And now I will pick some cards. So we've got, I'm either going to do like a pair here and just have one journaling card to go with it. Or if I kind of feel like there's more, we'll see. It's probably just going to be the one, and I will make this like a 13 and 14 page. Yeah, I think this is just like a little story. So I might just do that and leave a space for journaling. Let me look through one more time. I'm going to divide these out between, these are the journaling ones. These are the fillers. Actually, I think this color goes better just with this like whole scheme of the page. There's not a lot of red here, so I'm going to stick that one in there. So that's it for the 13. I don't have any other photos printed. I didn't expect that to actually go through so quick. And I'm sorry that we've had some technical issues. This is my first time really trying to do a live here on YouTube. I wanted to see how it was going to go. I do know, if I can see if I can figure out, let's try something here while we're just having fun. Let's see if we can just really make things go crazy here. And I will open up my Lightroom, and then I'll see if I can switch my screen to that, and you can see and help me pick another photo to use. I'm not 100% sure. I've not done that, but I know we can. My photo library is, you know, it's not perfect right now. It's a little on the disorganized side. But that's okay. Like you can find December. All right. Share screen. Okay. I think. Yep, there we go. All right, so it started sharing my Lightroom. You can still see my desk over here as well. I don't think we can X that out. You don't need to see that right now. Oh, and now it's doing that crazy thing where it's going to show to infinity. We don't want to do that. All right. I have way too many selfies. Sometimes I consider that an asset. Sometimes I'm like, why do I have so many selfies? Of trying on new outfits. You guys know I love Agnes and Dora, so I took a lot of outfit photos. Let's see what else we got here. Might be something good to do, like beer and wine or cookies. Because then I know we have Santa coming up next, and that'll be a big page by itself. I really only have, these Santa pictures are super cute. But we have some professional ones. I'm probably going to put, I think it's 5x7. I don't know if I'm going to make that an insert. But I love this photo because I love how she's like crossing her legs. She just looks like, just like a little lady. It's super cute. I think I do have some more baking over here. So maybe we'll do like, maybe we'll just do like the wrapping paper here as a one. So what I'm doing is I'm just going in and I'm going to crop it to a 3x4. That's pretty fun. Pump up the exposure a little bit. I don't do a ton with Christmas photos. I'm gonna sharpen it. I have like a sharpening preset that I use for everything but faces. And I'm gonna add a 3 to that so I know that's one of the ones I'm gonna print, because anything that's a 3x4 I'm gonna print as a side-by-side. So we're definitely gonna do wrapping paper on this one, and I think this is where we don't freak this out too much. Oh, I don't know how to do the picture-in-picture again. Oh, we'll figure this out. Oh well. Alright, so we've got the wrapping paper. I'll probably just do the wine with that one. This was when I went to the grocery store like a few days before Christmas and with Emily, and it was so busy and we had to buy so much stuff, and then I did like this marathon session of cooking. I swear it just lasted for days. Making Alright, so what I do to print these two is I do on Apple, I am doing Command and selecting them both. And I go over to print. And then I have a user template that's a 2-up 3x4 on 4x6. And so it has these side by side. All I need to do is to go to the print job and then print to file. And desktop. DD3. So it's exporting those, and this is not what I normally do, but I'm actually going to re-import this file in order to print it. And that is because my printer software goes through Lightroom and it's not currently working through Photoshop. And that's just, part of that is just because I updated all the Adobe software to the latest versions, and in that the Lightroom connection stayed for my printer software, but the Photoshop one did not, and I need to add that back. So I'm just going to import the photo. In a moment here, we should have a photo. And file, Canon Print Studio Pro. I know this is already set up the way I want it, so all I have to do is press print. Okay. Print. It is sending it to the printer. And so in the meantime, we will switch back to my table here. Hello, guys. And hopefully it is sending off to the printer. And as soon as that's done, I will close down Lightroom for a little bit. All right. Let me know if you liked seeing the computer stuff. It looks like the cropping wasn't perfect, and so we need to work on that and kind of what it's showing on my screen. But is that interesting? Is that helpful? You know, as I prepare to do more lives, more videos, I definitely want to know the types of things that you guys are interested in. I know, of course, you guys love just hanging out, especially when we can create together. The printer is going. And you know, I might change my mind about this when I put that wrapping paper picture in there, so we'll see. Because that one does have some red on it. Alright, that was quick, relatively overall. There's my photo. I'm going to go trim it up. So now we have two photos. I'll put this one aside for now. I am curious if any of you have one of those card making trimmers, because the more I do like this size of scrapbooking, the more I just want one of those tiny little trimmers. Just so that I don't have to get up and go across the room and line it up. It'd just be so handy. My friend has one. So let's see. None of these are very exciting. Like, do we need to have journaling about the wrapping paper? Maybe we don't. Maybe we just do that green. I don't know. Wrapping paper isn't that exciting. I don't know. It's kind of fun to share that I don't think 14 we could do like parallel here and then have the same type of cards. I don't think most wonderful time goes with wrapping paper though. Sue asked, did you make up your own Lightroom presets? For any of the ones that are like print templates, I have used those myself. For photo editing, I do have some that I have purchased. I can let you know which ones of those are, but I have to say I don't use those very much at all. If I'm doing something, I don't know, I have a really specific need, I might play with them, but for just my everyday photos, I'm just trying to get like a really good, crisp, clean edit. I think though I ended up using one of those presets on this, and actually that's not true at all. On this photo, I put this in PicTap Go, and by that I mean I put it in RadLab here on my computer. And so I edited it that way. So I will say that because you cannot adjust the strength of presets in Lightroom, I have not loved using them. When I want to do a creative edit, whether that's black and white or this one, which is a little bit just more ethereal with some color adjustment, I do like RadLab because you can adjust the strength of any of those changes a lot easier than you can in Lightroom. So because of that, presets are not my favorite thing. The sharpening preset that I use is another one that I created myself, and I just basically use that on any photos that have details, mostly scrapbook pages, but something like this that's like small stuff, I will use that sharpening preset on. So yeah, like photo editing presets, not so much. RadLab is my go-to for something that's more than just a clean edit, when I don't necessarily need to use my sliders. Not liking that one. I'm starting to feel the crunch of don't have enough supplies. You know, so this is what I'm gonna do. We got a Amazon Echo Dot for free from AT&T for being a good customer, and we complained about something, and so they sent us that. And I listened to Alexa while I was wrapping presents, and so I'm going to put that together here. And so I think that means that the 14 is going to have to go on the photo. I have to find, there's the 14. Okay, that's fine with me. So, I mean, I like this kind of stories. The photo doesn't have to relate perfectly to the story. It's a backdrop to the story. Yeah, that's good. And particularly if, you know, the story, there isn't really a story to the wrapping paper. It's like I went to Joann and I bought some wrapping paper when it was on sale. Like, that's not particularly interesting. But I made the whole process more fun by listening to music, and, you know, I started creating some playlists, and then, you know, for my birthday today, I actually got a subscription to Amazon Music Unlimited, because I keep running into all these things that Alexa won't play unless I have a subscription. That is not as much in the center as I would like, but there's no going back now. This one might get a little sequin as well to, like, balance it out, maybe. Yep, we're gonna put, I'm gonna have to do this way. Alright. That is a trick that I use again and again. If something is not quite centered the way I would want it to be, I will add a little embellishment next to it to kind of balance the space out. So I did that both on both of these. That's fine. I like the consistency. Yeah. So I'm good with 13 and 14. And I'm eager to get this journaling going too, guys. Oh, Honore says if I have wrapping paper, I can put it as a background in here. I could certainly do that. We have a little bit left. This year I thought, oh, we're going to restock our wrapping paper. I'm going to buy a ton. And it was basically just enough for the things we needed to wrap. So that's always good. So maybe the wine next. Maybe that goes with an imperfect December day. I think that goes really well together. Eat, drink, and be merry. I don't know. If I do this filler card, I don't really have any more like decorative filler cards. I'm going to regret that because we're only on 15, right? I guess I still do I have pattern paper here. I can turn some of these into filler cards, a couple of them. That will be helpful. I think I'm going to do a picture of the cookies here because I don't want to use up too many cards. Yeah, so I will definitely print out the cookies and put those here. Hello, Ina. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I'm so glad you could make it. I mean, this totally wasn't planned or anything. I just found myself with an hour, and I could work on something and do work. But I thought this might be more fun, and I know I wouldn't regret spending some time on my birthday doing some scrapbooking. So Sue asked, do I do RadLab in Photoshop or Lightroom? And I do it from Lightroom. Might be worth just trying that out right now. Let's switch back. So, get rid of this. Just a second, guys. I'm going to kind of get this set up so I can show you. I will do one real quick, and then I'm probably going to have to get off. I think Emily should be home soon. Got a lot of food pictures here. I'm not sure which one. Okay, let's switch back to Lightroom. Okay, we did that. What do I want to make black and white? I don't know right now, but we're just going to do the cookie one just for fun. And so what I do is go to right click, edit in RadLab. I will just go ahead and do edit a copy of Lightroom adjustments. This one doesn't look like I need to do anything. Sometimes I will, excuse me, kind of get it closer to a cleaner edit, particularly if it's either really light or really dark. I think this one has enough contrast, it'll be okay. All right. So here is the photo in RadLab. Oh, that makes those cookies look so yummy. Typically what I do is black and white in here. And I have one called My Bitchin' Recipe. I don't know how I came up with that, but I use that a lot. It's like, it's high contrast, kind of blown out. It's just like, it's a look that I like. I'll just go ahead and click that just so you guys can see. I will fiddle with things if I want to, like make it a little darker. I think I'm fine with this for now. I press finish. I go back to Lightroom. And what it does is it creates a copy. And the new copy is a TIFF. So it's high resolution. And it usually takes a second here. So here is that photo. So I do RadLab with Lightroom because it you basically, it pops out, you do your edit, press finish, and it sends it right back to Lightroom. No import needed at all. So that's super, super handy. I'm not 100% sure I want this cookie picture to be black and white, but I thought that would be helpful to share how I do that. Let's go back to the camera real quick here. All right, let's see. Oh, Polly's Paper Crafts just said if you have the stamp set, you can always stamp your own fillers if you run out. That is a good point. I've done not very much stamping here at all. So thank you for the reminder. My stamps are actually in the bathroom waiting to be washed. I'm terrible about washing my stamps, but I need to pull that out and make sure I do more stamping as I get going here. So I am going to say goodbye for now because I think I hear some people coming here. Emma's being dropped off after her birthday party that she's went to. And then we will go out tonight and celebrate my birthday. Thank you guys so much for joining me and popping in to help me get a few pages of December Daily done. I hope you enjoyed this. And the more we do this, the more we'll figure out the technical kinks in doing this for everyone. But I so appreciate all of you and love that we get to hang out and talk scrapbooking. So take care.